S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
Keep playing hard. Here we go, here we go. 180! 50, check right, 50. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Well, one of the big questions in the lead-up to Super Bowl 54, the health of Tevin Coleman. We saw him go down fairly early in that NFC Championship game against Green Bay, and you thought, oh, boy, that doesn't look good. Separated shoulder, popped back into place, and he wants to give it a go.
And you understand that. I mean, the chance to get to the Super Bowl and play. He's been there once before, but that was with Atlanta. And that was the 28-3 game, that lead that they gave up against New England. He wants to try and get a ring himself. So if at all possible, he will give it a go. Fortunately for San Francisco, he's part of a three-man rotation at tailback that includes Matt Breida, who's a backup, and Raheem Mostert, who has just blazed through the playoffs.
You mentioned that game against New England. Of course, Kyle Shanahan was also with Atlanta. He wants to right that ship, too. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Garoppolo looks to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the run.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run this with Homer. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a look. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Garoppolo now. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run to Marshawn Lynch, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. On 1st down, Wilson dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Double count right here, double count. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now it's Wilson being chased down left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7. 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. The quick slant caught. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And Pete Carroll throwing down near the goal line and it not turning out well. I think we've seen that before.
Feels like a flashback, doesn't it? You go back to the Super Bowl against the Patriots, and everybody expected them to run the ball, and they didn't throw it. Crucial interception that ended the game essentially for them. I think everyone thinks they're going to run it every single time now. That's just not going to be the case.
Here it's a costly fumble. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo, touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 35 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. That will give. Running right is Lynch. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there at 22. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Wilson. Nowhere there to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They begin the drive with Coleman. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On second down, it's Coleman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. George Kittle, the all-pro, 85 catches, over 1,000 yards this year. Maybe the most memorable play, that face mask tugging catch in the final minute of the win at New Orleans, Charles.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it was a 4th and short. He catches the ball and continues downfield with what felt like 8 or 9 guys on top of him. But as you noted, the most important part was the face mask that was grabbed, and he just kept going. That is George Kittle. Now, he's almost been a forgotten man in the postseason because 49ers have emphasized the run game. Just 4 catches, 35 yards in 2 games.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. Now we get a chance to rectify things. So who's going to win the big game, partner?
Well, I think San Francisco wins 35-34. MVP, usually a quarterback. But in this case, we're going to have an upset. Middle linebacker Fred Warner is going to have 13 tackles and an interception return for a touchdown and be the upset MVP winner over Jimmy Garoppolo, because in the Super Bowl, if the quarterback does anything, he wins the award. But this time, the defense, which got them there, is going to take charge, and Fred Warner walks away. Super Bowl MVP, 49ers, Super Bowl champions.
Wow, you went above and beyond with great specifics there. I'll be a little bit more general. I'll just say that the Chiefs are going to win by a touchdown, and yes, I'll go with the MVP being number 15, Patrick Mahomes.
And if you're not really rooting in this game, how great a matchup is this?
Oh, it's fantastic. Going to be a ton of fun. Now it's Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Now, Charles, you and I have made our predictions for Super Bowl 54. We're coming soon, the official Madden NFL 20 Super Bowl prediction. Something Madden folks do every year is predict how they think the big game is going to play out. And that prediction, with the help, by the way, from Peyton and Eli Manning, is going to be revealed on Thursday, January 30th, 9 Eastern. Go to EA.com/theprediction to check it out. And keep playing Madden to feed the machine and tell us who you think will win as well. Again, it's EA.com/theprediction. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A quick sidestep here, CD. The NFL doing something kind of neat for its 100th season, which wraps up with Super Bowl 54. They're inducting a 20-man class, a centennial class, into the Pro Football Hall of Fame this year. Now, a number of and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Green 80. Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go. Good.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo steps away to his left, and it's caught. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
Hey, one set. Check, right.
It's Coleman here, diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
A gain of 3, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Lynch. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Check, 154.
Second and 2 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Wilson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Forced out to his left. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down Seahawks. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He's got the first down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to be 49er football.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage, but in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Here we go. 21.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Wilson now off the bootleg. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo, the tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Here we go.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. This is Coleman. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down. It's Coleman, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And this has no chance. It's no good. Well wide to the left, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's set a tone.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Wilson now perfect since the 2nd half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A give to Lynch from the shotgun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson, and an alley to run. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 40. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Push him back.
To throw is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile. He stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Right there, 54 miles.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Coleman. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They turn it, and they take the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And a 49er first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Coleman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Wilson being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Throwing now is Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Garoppolo to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go. Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here, but you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. Now what can Wilson do here in the OT? The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Well timed there by Richard Sherman. A sack on the corner blitz.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. Well, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Here's Wilson to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Look at this tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. First down, the run with Lynch. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. Now, I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, In addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first round. Jimmy Ward.
Good stuff. Keep doing that.
The Niners take over first and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Play action, Garoppolo. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. Pick it up.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it.
At the 36-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And now with 6 seconds left in overtime, they're going to take a timeout. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And now the timeout comes in with just 1 second left in overtime. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles